Oh, there once was a hero named Ragnar the Red, who came riding to Whiterun from old Rorikstead. And the braggart did swagger and brandish his blade, as he told of bold battles and gold he had made. But then he went quiet, did Ragnar the Red, when he met the shield maiden Matilda, who said, "Oh, you talk and you lie and you drink all our mead."
Pantia Atea is an Imperial Master vocalist at the Bard's College in Solitude. She has performed many times for the late High King Torygg at the Blue Palace. She has been touring the courts around Skyrim, performing to the Jarls, but the rebellion has caused her to cancel her tour. She could not stand most of her students and she believes they are wasting her time. She also says that the only Aya shows true potential. If not at the college, Pantia can also be found performing at the Winking Skeever, substituting for the normal bard of the set when she's there. The Blades, also known as the Imperial Intelligence Service, are an agency who are sworn to the service of the Dragonborn. The patron deity of the Blades is Talos. The Blades are tasked with serving and guiding the Dragonborn. Members of the Blades Guard defended the Dragonborn Emperors, while other members of the Blades were spies with their own professions. Stealing or attacking a Blades member results in the offender being permanently expelled from the organisation. Today's Elder Scrolls Call to Arms Battle Report is a battle mode game. I'll be playing with the Adventurers and Seamus will be taking the forces of the Blades. And so here we have the scenario we will be playing. Now we're playing battle mode scenario 1 called Ancient Ruins. This is a 6-round time limit and the environment is dungeon. We've got the deployment map over there for you to see, and setup explains how we put our models, objectives, adversaries and treasure, all special rules that we'll be using within this game on the table. And the adversaries have their own special way to deploy within this as well, listed under the special rules, where effectively they start on objective and treasure tokens. Featuring conditions, it's pretty simple. It's the objectives and it's trying to slay as many enemy models as possible. So with that, we are playing 200 Septims, so let's go check out the forces. And so here we have 200 Septims of the Adventurers. So we're using the Dragonborn Steadfast Adventurer here. For the base equipment, I've gone with the Orcish Armor, Steel Shield, Orcish Sword, along with the Frostbreath Shout and the Iron Flesh Spell. Joining him, we then have Pantia Atea, which is going to have the Steel Sword, Healing Hands, and the Amulet of Arche item. And so here we have 200 Septims of the Blades. Delphine is leading them. You have 2 Blade Swords and the Blades Armor on her. Joining her, we then have Sven the Minstrel, who is going to have an Iron Sword, Nord Hero Bow, and Leather Armor. And then you've also got the Breton Fire Mage, the Gifted Student, with Firebolt, Flames, and an Iron Mace. And so we then have our oaths to pick. So for the Adventurers, I'm going to go Slay the Beast. I'll remove the Adversary Master from play. And I'll also go Hold the Point. I'll control the same strategic objectives for 2 consecutive turns, taking a gamble on that one. And for the Blades, they're going to go with Exterminators. They'll remove more adversaries from play than the enemy and hold the point as well. And so we are all deployed on the table. The Adventurers are down here, Pantia behind the Dragonborn. We then have a couple of the treasure tokens. The objectives around the center of the table, and we've then got an objective up the top here and a treasure token here. One more objective on the side and then treasure token there, and then you've got one behind there as well. Deployment for the Blades, they're all being cowards and hiding off in the corner there. So with that though, the Blades did have set up priority, so game first turn priority will go to the Adventurers. Today's video is brought to you by Gap Games, a fantastic retailer in Australia for a variety of different miniature war games. If you'd like to help support the channel, we have an affiliate link where by clicking on and purchasing, you'll help support the channel, but you'll also help support Gap Games, which is a fantastic servant to the community. So my first activation will be the Dragonborn moving up there. Now, because I'm Adventurers, I do get a free search action each turn. So we have flip the treasure token open. I now need a 3 or less to try and smash it open. A critical fail, that's a trap. The trap is a rockfall trap. Well, no need to see where that came from. So I will take red, yellow damage, so you get to roll the damage there.
Red and yellow.
For 3 points of damage. So I then have a black for my armor rating, 2 an Oblivion symbol. And so the Oblivion symbol will allow me to add red to my test, so we ignore all the rockfall damage. And so next up, I'm going to try and cast Iron Flesh as my second activation for the Dragonborn. So I need a 3 or less again. That is a critical success, so I will gain that. And I'll be able to recover the point of stamina I use for moving as well. Alrighty, so your first activation is Sven the Minstrel moving up. You spend a point of stamina to move the extra 3 inches. And then you're also spending a point of stamina to aim, shooting at the Draugr here. So, green, yellow, yellow now, thanks to aim. That'll hit on a 1 for 2. So, it is obscured from you, so this does mean it gets the protection of cover. So, it'll have 2 yellow dice for its defense. Takes 1 still, and will be slain. So, my second activation will just be Pantia. She will try and search, and will succeed with a crit, which is 2 treasure. And so, 2 treasure cards, because I did get that crit. I have now got the Imperial Sword of Leeching and the Staff of Ice Spikes. Alright, so Pantia then, because she's got an action there, search is a free action for me. I still have a second one. So I've now equipped the Staff of Ice Spikes, and I'm going to choose to shoot the Draugr there. So we are green-red on my staff, so see what we get. Another crit! Okay, we are on a roll, so that adds black for that. So 2 yellow for your defense on the Draugr Overlord. Ignores 2, so he'll still take 1. So your Breton Fire Mage just moves up. That'll be your activation. I've got no more to make, so it is now Delphine to finish the round off. So Delphine just moves up in front of her companions, like the good leader she is. We'll now go into adversaries. We've had none activate this round so far, so we're now going to see which of them activate. Alright, so first adversary activation, picking one of our little tokens. I have number 2, which is one of the Draugr. And so that is the Draugr over in the far side there. Seeing what the Draugr does, that is an Oblivion symbol, so apart from might, it'll move. And so their prime objective in this is to move towards the nearest objective. He's already on an objective, so that will be all it does. You'll then pick up a adversary token, and 4. So that is the Draugr in the center here, so we'll see what that one does. Cross Swords is going to be a move, so it will just stay on the objective as well. And then last one will be number 1. Oh dear, this is the Draugr Overlord, so that will be an attack. So we'll try and get in range of someone and attack. Oh dear, so green, yellow, yellow for Pantia, or rather for the Draugr attacking Pantia. Please miss. There's a 9, thank you. You missed with a 6 just. This is exactly what I needed to happen there. And so that will be the end of the adversary's activation. So we now go into the event, which will be Booby Trap. Choose one of your own models. That model has triggered a trap. I am going to choose my Dragonborn here because I'm much more confident on him surviving a trap.
For Delphine.
And so our trap card will be Rune Trap. Apply the following damage to the target. A red shock value dice, so you can roll the red dice on my Dragonborn. 3 points of damage. So I have black-red as standard. 3 points of damage. And so we do save all the damage on the Dragonborn. 3 points of damage won't do much to him. So with that, it is now the adversaries to come in. And so we bring in a Draugr over there. So it will now go to the Blades, taking the priority for turn 2. So Sven moves up. You are then going to make a short-range bow attack into the Draugr here. So that will be a hit for 2. So the Draugr has base yellow. Ignores 2. And so you are within 6 inches of the Draugr now, so it will activate. That is an attack, so it'll go in. And because it only had to move 6 inches to get in there, it will get a boost in combat. So Sven is going to be attacked back by a power attack. Critical fail. You are lucky. And so the Dragonborn will make an attack. We are going to go for a power attack in there. We're also outnumbering, so we get that extra green. That'll hit for 4 points of damage so far. So he needs to save 2 points on 2 yellows or die. He saves 1 and I take him down. Right, so Delphine will move up, and the idea is to try and get that adversary into you. So it is a Path of Might character, so he will attack. And so a power attack into Delphine will result in 3 points of damage. Alright, singular black die back for Delphine. Can she ignore it? She ignores 2. And so Pantia has moved over, free action to look in there. She then needs a 1 to open it. That is not, but it's not booby trapped at least. And so, we're in range to shoot Delphine, so we're going to shoot her with our Staff of Ice Spikes. 4. So just a single point of damage on Delphine, and she saves it.
I really get to roll the
Alright, so the Breton Fire Mage moves up. He's going to do Firebolt, so please fail. Yes, thank you. Do exactly what I want you to do there. Alright, so adversary activations at the end of the round. This skeleton is the one activating, so let's see what he does. That is going to be, first of all, a move for the Pass of Shadow. So it'll move towards an objective to begin with. Alright, so after its move, it's actually now closer to Delphine, so it'll be attacking her instead. It'll hit for 3, but you will be yellow-black on your dice.
Another
2.
Another yellow.
Yep, so add 2 yellow to your test. And, yep, Delphine saves it all. Alright, so we have an event for the Blades next. Trouble in Skyrim. At least 3 Draugr adversaries in play or in the spawn pool. This is a single stage quest. You must remove at least 3 Draugr faction adversaries from play before the game ends. So, also, forgot as well, we should have flipped this objective here because you're a Breton Fire Mage. Now that is a master treasure chest there now. Today's video is brought to you by Baron of Dice, a premium wargaming dice that make your table come alive. Now, if you're looking for some great dice to suit an army you play on the tabletop in a variety of different games, go to Baron of Dice and check out their website. You can also use our discount code down in the video's description, which will help support the channel, but also nab you a cheap little discount. The dice you see pictured here are the official dice for Parabellum's Last Argument of King's Conquest by them as well, which you can find on the Parabellum eStore as well. Alright, so spending a point of stamina to move our Dragonborn, we will flip that. That is a strategic point now. And we are going to try and kill a skeleton. And so, attacking the skeleton, that will be a 7. That will not hit. So, I now activate that and that due to my Dragonborn failing miserably. So, into the Path of Shadow, that will be a move. So, it'll try and move to an objective, which it's already on. So, now it'll just punch me. Alright, so the skeleton's going to power attack me, and it's 2 yellow. I mean, no. I mean, it did do 4 damage. It did the best damage it could. It was the best punch it could ever, just happens to not hit. So the Draugr, to see what he does. Oblivion symbol, he will move, but he will attack first. So he'll try to attack first, then disengage. So the Draugr will go into Delphine then. Will hit for 5 points of damage. So Delphine... She stops 2. So she takes 3. Alright, so Delphine is going to go down, and the cross swords actually mean this is punishing. So this is your endurance test at -1 to stay alive.
3.
Oh, just. That is what you succeed. So Delphine is prone now. Yep. So that is now your first activation then, because Skyrim needed that nudge. Alright, so you're going to go with Firebolt against Pantia. You're going to aim this attack. You're going here, because if you don't, she's literally going to Ice Spike Delphine off the table. 6, 4.
And 1 red for the helmet. Oh, no. Does it stack?
So an extra red, so... yeah, Pantia's going down. So Pantia will now have to make an endurance test. She's endurance 3. She crits, she gets back up with a wound. And so, yeah, Pansy is up. So, guess what we're going to do with her? We're going to shoot Delphine.
Miss.
So, Staff of Ice Spikes now. Going into Delphine that is prone on the ground. That'll hit. Do a point of damage. You're dead. Alright, so Pansy is then going to move as a second action. And then we're going to freely search the chest. Which she opens again with a crit. Alright, well, these aren't that great. I've got Dwarven arrows and Orcish arrows. Apparently, these are both absolutely useless for me because I have no bow. So we need to search some treasure chests to find some bows. And so, your last activation for the round is Sven. He's going to try and attack the Draugr here. Not hit. Oh, no, gets a green in there. 4?
No, 3.
Oh, he's a terrible Nord. So the Draugr will attack him back. So Sven's going to get attacked back by a power attack, which will hit for 3. So Sven takes a point of damage with your 2 for the save there. Lucky, because that was another punishing strike. And so it is the end of the round, because we've had 3 adversaries activate already. So secret paths. I can choose one of my models that isn't staggered or incapacitated. That model can immediately move up to 6 and may not end in contact with an enemy or on impassable terrain. So we've moved Pantia there, and then 2 adversaries come into play. There are actually none removed from play by the Master, and he doesn't respawn, so that will be the end of turn 3. Turn 4, time for the Blades, or I guess, are they Blades anymore, or just Adventurers now? So, Sven's going to be your first activation for turn 4, attacking the Draugr. No, he does a lot of damage, but he will miss. Alright, so your plan is to move Sven. We'll move him in a sec, but we do get the attack of opportunity with the Draugr. We'll hit for 2 plus punishing. So Sven, save 1 and a helmet, which adds an extra yellow. So saves all his damage. And so Sven now moves over there, which means he is closer to both. But this Draugr will now activate, so we'll roll to see what that Draugr does. Which is, it's going to attack, so it'll move into Sven. So Sven, for the 3rd time in his activation, is going to be attacked by a Draugr. We'll hit for 2. So he takes another wound. And so then this Draugr that he was with will activate as well for an attack. So it'll move into Sven, like so. And it will go for a power attack as well onto Sven. For 2 with helmets is going to be piercing. Piercing 1. So 3. So go for it. What does he roll? 1. No, he takes that. So he will have an endurance test. No negatives though, because I didn't roll across swords. So Sven has an endurance test to make.
We needed 3, but looks like
3, 2. So he's just prone. And so my activation is going to be Pantia moving up. She's going to target Sven. He's on the ground. No, she critical fails. Dang it. However, Pantia is an Imperial, so I have Imperial luck. Once per game, I can use a free reroll. I'm going to. That'll hit for 2. Sven is dead. And at this point, your Breton Fire Mage really doesn't like Pantia killing all his friends. So you're going with a Firebolt back, aiming. Critical fail. And so you missed there. So now we're going to go with the Dragonborn. Right, so my Dragonborn will then aim. We are going to go into the skeleton here. We crit it. There is nothing that skeleton can do for 7 damage. So that skeleton is gone. So then my Dragonborn will shoot the Draugr there with Frost Breath as my shout. That'll be still a hit, because that'll be 5. That'll take me down to 4. So 3 points of damage on the Draugr. And at 3 points of damage, the Draugr can only save a maximum of 2, so he goes down. So that will take another stamina. That means that'll be the end of the round. We have had 2 adversaries, so we've still got 1 to activate, so we have 3 over here. And so the adversary activating will be the skeleton up here. That is a move, so it'll move towards the nearest objective, which is on, and attack my closest target, which is the Dragonborn. So skeleton going to shoot the Dragonborn. Nope, that'll miss. So your events then will be Family Heirloom. A family has had a stolen valuable. They believe the culprits took it to a hideout nearby, and you can receive it. A special quest for the Family Heirloom quest item. Any model when in possession of the Family Heirloom when the game ends earns 2 VP. Alrighty, so you put the 2 adversaries down there. So we now go into turn 5. I get the first activation in turn 5, so I'm going to go with the Dragonborn. Surprise, surprise. Today's battle report is also brought to you by Mithras Games. Fantastic tabletop wargaming mats out of New Zealand. Now, Mithras Games has a variety of different mats. We've got the fantastic Desert Red, the nice Tundra Green, and the frosty Ice Blue here as well. All of these mats are a really nice high quality, generally very similar to how you would get your mouse pads for your mats, but fantastic high quality mats. We love them. Mithras Games are a fantastic supporter of the channel. You can pop on over to their website, especially if you're local to Australia or New Zealand. They're a fantastic company to help support. Also, should have noted at the last turn as well, I leveled up Pantia with my 5 Septims, meaning she healed all her wounds, so she's at full strength again. So Dragonborn will then go. So Dragonborn into your Breton Fire Mage, we're aiming. That'll still hit, because that is going to be 4 for 3. So you do go down, and because of punishing, you now have to take the endurance test at -1. No, he goes down and is taken out. At that point, there is no way back for you. That will be the end of the game. Victory to the adventurers. Pantia being the ultimate kill stealer. And so that is the end of the video. We hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. If you'd like to come chat more with me and other members of our great little community we have here at Centerful Gaming, we have a Discord server, which is linked down in the video's description. Also linked down in the video's description are the best ways to help support the channel, be that via Patreon or YouTube members, or by grabbing yourself some merch, whether that's stickers, t-shirt, mugs, or anything from our Teespring store as well, or by using our affiliate links, which are also linked down in the description as well, that go a long way to helping support the channel. As a special thank you to all our Patreons and YouTube members, we'd like to give you all a shout out. So thank you to Andy C, Grimskull, Colorblind Magic, Iron Grinch, Benjamin Swallows, James Cater, Mark Harvey, Domir, Average Wargamer, JJ Austrian, Cure Dynamic, Andrew Bowen, Alderan Shot First, Kendall, Soren, Green Roots Gaming, Ronya, Lockloric, The Johnny84, Broken Chef, Ariana Edwards, Monty's Tabletop Terrain, James Tillman, Disco, John Castle, and Gargamel196. Thank you all so much for helping support the channel. It means the absolute world to us. Please do not forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Once again, everyone, stay safe, stay well, and most of all, keep fighting that war against the grey. Ciao for now.